Farmers Week focuses on the talents of local farmers and highlights new initiatives carried out by the Department of Agriculture. This year's observation of Farmers Week spans 8 days of events and activities that include displays of produce, livestock, and agricultural byproducts throughout the territory. In keeping with the theme Youth in Agriculture is a necessity to strengthen food security and sustainability, Farmers Week 2014 focuses on youth involvement in agriculture. Sean Rose has this report.
Youth in Agriculture, a necessity to strengthen food security and sustainability here in the BVI, is the theme used to guide the 22nd staging of Farmers Week here in the territory. Youth's interest in agriculture is often questioned. However, students from the New Testament Preschool and the Agape Total Life Academy stamped their authority on this year's ceremony.
We all have food. I Mario, we all have food. The youth. We are the youth.
The annual week of activities brings the territory's farmers in one location to showcase their produce, livestock, preserves, and handicraft. In his feature address to declare the week of activities open, Minister of Natural Resources and Labour, Dr. Kedrick Pickering, underscored the need for the sustainability of agriculture in the territory.
It is our hope, and we sincerely hope, that our efforts will change the negative perception of our younger minds towards this sector.
Dr. Pickering says efforts are being placed on renewing interest in the agricultural sector. He called for a national debate on agriculture in the BVI and the establishment of a national committee comprising only youth.
And we intend to set up a national debate on the future of agriculture in this country. That debate is going to consist only of young persons in this territory. And I have decided that we are going to ask young Mr. Theodore James, who works in the Department of Agriculture and full of energy, to head up that proposal and to put that debate in process. And I take note, Mr. Wires, of your presence this morning from CITCO. I'm going to ask your company to sponsor that debate. Thank you so much for coming, sir. The second proposal is I'm going to suggest to the Honorable Premier that the Cabinet establish a national committee on agriculture and to recommend to the Cabinet on concrete steps on how to advance agriculture in this country. That committee is going to consist only of young persons, Mr. Premier.
Premier Dr. Orlando Smith, in his remarks, noted the absence of youth in farming today compared to earlier generations and the challenge to encourage a positive outlook to what is a potentially viable source of income. The Premier acknowledged that farming does not guarantee fast cash, but says support is available for youth interested in agriculture.
One of our own local Calypsonian and farmer, Mr. Shabazz, said it best when he penned a song that went like this. Them young people stop cultivating cassava, tanya, yam, and sweet potato. School children don't tell me flat. Gone are the days, and they're done with that. They're not working fork, cutlass, or hoe pick. They're working computer. But as Shabazz rightly pointed out, computer don't plant tomatoes. So now the challenge is, how do we encourage our young people to view agriculture as not only important and valuable, but as something that should be included in. Yet I'm here to tell you that success and monetary gains can also be made in agriculture. Will you get rich overnight? The answer is no. But government has a range of services to support and help you. We offer assistance in fencing your land, obtaining water, and when available, finding land, among other things.
Dr. Smith also called on the Ministry of Agriculture to use social media platforms to help encourage young people to make farming an attractive alternative and to promote sustainable living.
But it seems to me that the Department of Agriculture presence on Farmwell or someplace like Second Life could help spur interest in real-life farming if used in an inventive way. In fact, hundreds of education institutions are now using Second Life to reach students all over the world. Can we use it in the BVI? I don't see why not.
Chief Agricultural Officer Bevin Brathwaite agrees information flow through modern information technologies is critical to the growth of the agri-sector. He says a group of apprentices are now attached to the Agricultural Department here in Paraquita Bay.
The use of social media applications, among others, are being used increasingly as an aid in agricultural extension for information dissemination, idea sharing, and research technology transfer. Our future hope is that these will be applied among our farmers. The youths are the ones that understand these technologies. Therefore, they must be empowered to develop the solution that can transform agriculture. Efforts have also been made to sensitize both active and prospective farmers in the area of agribusiness. To that end, 7 men and women 17 to 23 years old have been selected to work and apprentice at the Department of Agriculture.
Meanwhile, Dr. Pickering says despite challenges, the greenhouse project here in Paraquita Bay is still on course. The usual awards were also distributed during today's opening ceremony. The science competition was captured by Elmo Stout High School. First Impressions and Ebenezer Primary captured various prizes in the primary school categories as well. Opposition leader Honorable Ralph O'Neill also made a special presentation to the oldest active farmer, 90-year-old Owen Smith of Frenchman's Key. The award was received by his daughter-in-law, Mrs. Belvinia Smith. The Best Young Farmer Award went to Joely Abbey, Best Poultry Farmer, Joy Abbey, Best Orchard Farmer, Moveen Foy, Best Backyard Farmer, David Bowers, Best Livestock Farmer, Alti Monfret, and Best Terraced Plot, Best Crop Farmer, Best Mixed Farmer, and Champion Farmer 2014, Aaron Hill. Sean Rose, JTV News, Paraquita Bay.